Watch Who?
Hello, and welcome to To Watch Who, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm a Doctor Who fan.
And I'm new to watching Who.
Watching for the very first time.
Very first time.
Yes, we're back. It's us. If we're on your podcast rotation, it's To Watch Who. We're back.
Watch Who!
Yeah, don't skip. Keep going.
That could be 2024. I mean, for us now recording, it's just 2024, isn't it?
Yes.
Whereas this coming out is a little bit into it. Maybe that's what I'll do. To Watch Who. Ooh, I'll think of something. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. But it's also for Doscars.
Hey! The season 21 Doscars. Welcome, everyone.
She's legal. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah, we're here. We're at Timonov's.
Scrap that. He won't.
We're at Timonov's place in Lanzarote. I mean, Sarn. We're in this beautiful house
God. I wish we were in Lanzarote.
Oh my God!
But still, like, it's bloody raining here.
It's fine. We've got the red carpet out. Yeah, it's pouring with rain. But we are in Timonov's place. He's got like that massive chandelier thing out. We've covered it in lights. We've got a little stage set up.
Cool.
We've got all the canapes are out. We've got M&S chocolate ice cream things that Sarah likes at the moment.
I was eating those as well, Mark. Before we did the car, I was like, hang on, I've got to eat this M&S chocolate bite. Guys, I'm telling you now, like, it's a revelation to me. M&S, what were they called?
M&S chocolate bites.
There we are. M&S, they're like little like mochi balls, but instead of they're surrounded by cookie dough and then ice cream in the middle. Oh my gosh, change your life.
Yep, so we're serving those tonight, not sponsored by M&S.
Not sponsored by M&S. Sponsored by... But, well, there's no Strawberry Dreams. This isn't the Strawberry Dreams. No Strawberry Dreams. This isn't the Strawberry Dreams season.
So here, everybody is arriving. Here they all are. We've got Tegan and Turlo. They're back.
They're back.
They are back here. We've got Sheris, Jack and Morgus. They've made up. They're here together, sipping the bat's milk, which we'll also be serving at the bar.
Of course.
Keep you nice and youthful. Oh no, it's not, is it? Is it bat's milk? No, what are they serving?
I can't remember, love.
It's not. Oh, it's something else. Anyway, whatever that stuff is, we have got a ton of it. Charlie the barman's got
milk. It is bat's milk, isn't it?
No, that's the cure for the thing, isn't it? It's
that's
not,
what I thought you meant.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's whatever that stuff is that the mayor or the president or whatever. Anyway, everyone knows what I mean. We've got that stuff. It's all here. We've got Professor Laird and her army guys hand in hand coming down. We've got... Who else have we got? We've got Hugo. We've got Will and Jane. Everybody is here. We've got loads of people from the season 21. It's great. And it's got our doubles from the sea base are here as well.
Our doubles.
Maddox and that girl, I can't remember her name.
When I fall out with Mark at some point, they can take my place.
We've got Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're looking at me like we need to start, so let's get going.
That's my job. I keep things running, okay? I keep to times. I keep us on schedule. Go. First category.
Right. Okay, first category. Best villain. Am I reading them out?
Yeah.
Okay. The nominations for best villain are Sir George from The Awakening.
On the 13th of July, 1643, the English Civil War came to Little Hodcombe.
Lytton from Resurrection of the Daleks.
Your battle tactics won't work. Their position is too strong.
The Master from Planet of Fire.
You escaped from my slave, but you will obey me or die.
And Morgus from the Caves of Androzani.
I am the richest man in the whole of the 5 planets. You tell me the truth and I will reward you beyond your wildest dreams.
Ooh, a lot of villainous people here tonight up for an award. I think people will be surprised that Sheris Jack wasn't in there.
Yeah, you wanted Charis Jack, didn't you?
But we went for Morgus instead because in terms of the evil stuff that they do, Morgus...
No. We went for Lytton instead. You had Charis Jack and someone... Oh, maybe it was Morgus.
No, I meant only because Morgus and Charis Jack are in the same story.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, felt like Charis Jack was more a product of the situation evil, whereas Morgus was like genuinely very corrupt.
Yes. Yeah, and he pushed the president down that lift and all that stuff as well. So, yeah, totally bad. The Master...
Totally bad.
The Master... He is. They're all totally bad. The Master, you love the Master. He's there because you love the Master.
You chose the Master too, don't give me that.
No, I know, but he is... he turns up every season. He's been in, like, the last, 3 or 4 seasons. The same actor as well. I'm still so surprised that you like him.
I don't know. There's sort of I think once you fall in love with a character, right, that's kind of it. And there's sort of a panto-ness to him that I really normally would hate, but by this point I love. I don't know what it is. I just think it's such a great villainous character. It's such a good character. And do you know what? He's not always peak at the story, but I think it says a lot how much he was involved in the 5 Doctors as to how important that character is. He's such a good character.
Yeah, and he was Minnie this season as well, which you love. So
yeah,
he had to be there. Lytton, he was working with the Daleks, and he's the only one that really got away in that story as a policeman. He wandered off, and he was the only one that survived, really.
Yeah, everyone else was...
So he was pretty bad, because he was sort of working for 2 sets of Daleks, wasn't it? It was Davros and...
Yeah, you chose Lytton. I allowed Lytton. It was between Davros and Lytton.
Well, I don't know. I just thought he deserved it. I think he was...
Yeah, and I felt like Davros wasn't... Again, I allowed it because in my head, Davros was a product of the situation evil compared to just... they come to save him and then, he's Davros. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, he wasn't actively targeting in the same way. Do you know? Yeah, I know what I mean.
Well, Davros was in his laboratory, and he didn't want to leave. He was getting on with the science, sorting out his Dalek-y stuff, and it was Lytton that was sort of dealing with all the people, killing and everything. So Davros was a bit removed from it all this time round. And then we had Sir George from The Awakening, who I'd love to see him just normally dressed up in his 1980s gear rather than as his historic stuff, because he's probably less evil if he's not dressed up.
He's come in his 2024 gear tonight.
Yeah, I don't recognise him with all.
He dresses like Gen Z, and it really throws me. But you know,
yeah. Well, that's Sir George for you.
Sir George, he'll adapt to any situation, be it the 80s, medieval, 2024.
Yeah. Jane doesn't like him still, though. They don't get on. No, but he was particularly bad. As he was I suppose he was sort of taken over a bit, or influenced, but still, I just blame him for everything in that story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, right. Time to announce the winner.
The winner of Best Villain is Morgus.
Hey! Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I think that's really well deserved. It's a great story. Everyone loves Case Rentrosani, and I think
he's a proper villain in it. He's pre-old master level villain. He's proper bad in it.
He does work. The master just stands there and threatens to kill people. This guy pushes the president down the lift shaft.
Out the window. What did you say, Mark? He's totally bad.
He's totally bad.
Totally bad.
And he machine gunned those people down that he was working with just at the end as well. He got his comeuppance because he got killed as well, but it's very rare that someone will just turn around and just machine gun you down. Yeah. So he is proper bad there. Right, well done, Morgus. Have a clink of...
He's back. You know it. Who's back?
The secretary is here tonight as well, though. She's lovely.
New like president.
New president. Yeah, she's taken over Androzani. She's dealing with all the shares. She provided all of that, whatever that elixir is tonight. She gave it all to us. Morgus wouldn't do that.
It.
Yeah, she did.
Right, let's move on.
She gave it.
I'm not well either. I'm like, we're getting through this.
Okay, we'll move on. Best monster. The nominees for Best Monster are the Silurians from Warriors of the Deep.
I will listen to what you say. And I should tell you that the Silurians have long since abandoned the way of mediation.
The Malus from The Awakening. The Tractators from Frontios.
Beneath the soil we can expand and populate the whole of the frontiers.
And the Daleks from Resurrection of the Daleks.
We do not want excuses!
Not a lot of monsters to choose from.
No.
And I'm not sure if the Daleks need to be there. I think they're there for the sake of it, because they didn't really stand out in their story. Silurians, I wasn't particularly impressed with. I'm not sure why they're there either. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it was nice to see them back. It was a nice surprise moment for me. Yeah. And I thought the costumes were good.
The costumes are good. It's more just the acting and the movement.
Yeah. Like that initial look at them and you're like, ah! So, yeah.
The Malus was the big face in the wall. I think that looked really effective. And the fact that it didn't speak, I think, made it more effective, actually.
Yeah.
Because it was like a sort of scary Muriel thing that could influence you, and it sort of moved a little bit. There was just smoke around it. But the look of it looked really cool. And then the Tractators, you don't remember them, I don't think.
I remember very little.
The big sort of wood lice things that were underground. Yeah. They looked really cool, but again, movement problems. We always have movement problems here in the monster playground. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So I just announced who the winner is.
Okay, let's go.
And the winner of Best Monster is the Tractators.
Hey! Woo! Here it comes. Shuffle
Mark
up.
was like, Sarah doesn't remember, and but they won. I think you chose this one actually because I didn't have any feelings either way.
No, I mean you didn't like Mestor. That was the strongest feeling of the season.
I don't have many feelings, but when I have a strong feeling, good or bad.
But no, I think they looked really cool, and even if it's just for that moment where Turlo and Norna, here tonight, sharing a little booth over there together. Sarah, I was going to say Sarah. Sorry, Turlo. Sorry, not Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
Turlo and Norna were running under the tunnels.
Yeah.
And
not
you
Sarah,
didn't and they had their back.
That's what you're laughing at. You reminded me in the tunnel, don't you? I know. I know you so well. Right, I'm just going to move us on.
I just need to say this one thing about the Tractators, okay? I'm just going to say, that scene where they were running under the tunnels...
Oh, good.
And they had their backs to them, and then they ran past, and then they turned round, and we saw the Tractators. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, well done.
Oh, God. Right.
What's next?
Let's mix it up a bit. Let's do Best Regular.
We are mixing it up, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, okay. So the regulars. So, I mean, we've got a lot of regulars here. We've got the Fifth Doctor. We've got Turlo.
Oh no! We should have had a longer gap.
Oh God! We've got Fifth Doctor Turlo. We've got Tegan. We've got Perry.
Yeah, and
Well, we could say the Sixth Doctor as
I
well.
think we have to.
Well, if we do, then we have to say to Chameleon as well.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's been in the back of that TARDIS for a long time, like we said in that short story, having a baby and all that.
Forget about it. Spoiler, it ain't going to be Chameleon winning this, okay? I forgot he existed for the majority of these stories.
Oh my god, I've just thought of something, but I'll explain it when we get to that category.
Okay.
Oh no, we've made a terrible mistake. But never mind, I'll tell you later. Right.
I love that. I love that everyone gets to find out as I do.
Yeah, I know, I just thought of
what
something.
terrible mistake we made.
Shall I announce the winner and then we'll chat about it? The winner of Best Regular, Season 21, is the Fifth Doctor.
Hey.
Hey! I believe a third win in a row.
That's cray-cray. I mean, not intentional.
He's just been so consistent
Yeah.
and so good.
And
Whatever
also,
story.
I think that shows sometimes some of the weaknesses of the companions compared to previous companions. And I don't think it's a companion's fault. I think it's just the writing. They're just these additional... Whereas previously, they sort of like... I've always said the companions are us. You know, it's like seeing the story through our eyes and that's sort of been missing a little bit of late.
Yeah,
but the Doctor's so strong and he's so good.
Because Turlo never really got going, even.
He was on his school uniform right until the end.
Tegan sort of stopped being whingy and then got whingy again. And just thinking, and Perry has been Perry. But the way that these three have been written, if you compare that, they were like, we complained about some of the 60s characters, like Victoria and Susan and stuff, and Dodo didn't really have much character. But I feel like they were written better.
Oh, for sure.
These 80s ones. If you look at Ian and Barbara and people like that, I feel like the companion's role has got like steadily worse even.
It's almost like they do nothing. Like there's times when they don't really bring anything to it. And that's a shame.
Yeah, because at least Susan had something going on there. If you compare it like I don't know, Nissa leave it, you know, I don't know. They're just or Tegan leaving.
If we go to Sarah Jane, I mean, Sarah Jane was such a strong character. She did so much. For all her faults, Polly and Ben, like they were good. They were part of the stories. They were involved in it, and that's not to say they're not. Usually, they become more involved just as they're about to go.
That's a shame, and they need a bit more. They need that throughout. But you know, you knew Turlo was going to go because he found his brother. We found out actually his first name,
and he got changed.
And he got changed. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You need to. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's gone backwards a little bit recently. But the Fifth Doctor, whatever story it's in, even if it's one that we don't like, he's done like in terms of like acting and stuff. He's just got through it. You know, he's never any worse, or we've never said, oh, the Doctor was really bad in this, or this was a bad one for the Doctor. So there we go. Well done. He went out on a high.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going next now. Where are you going next?
Should we do Best Story?
Sure.
The nominations for Best Story are Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Resurrection of the Daleks, and The Caves of Androzani. I think people are quite surprised that Warriors of the Deep is there, because it's not a fan favourite, particularly. And it does have those production issues, like the Mercer.
Let's discuss what's not there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I think that then helps people understand why what we have is there.
Okay, so the first one missing is Frontios, with Turlo and Norna underground doing
I think
thing.
people will get that.
I think that's people like that story, I think, though.
Well, the Frontios one?
Yeah, I thought we liked it.
Which one? Hang on, remind me again.
Turlo and Norna underground.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was all right.
I thought the story was quite good. And okay, so that's not there. That just didn't make it. Planet of Fire, Chameleon, The Master, Perry's first story.
Yeah.
not in some ways great because of the Master and Chameleon and stuff, but there was lots of running around on rocks. We didn't like any of the culty stuff. We didn't like any of that stuff.
I thought the whole chameleon thing was really annoying. The best bit was the Master being small. I love small things.
Yeah.
Little, when people are
Yeah, but and even going to Lanzarote, I mean, we're back here now. I'm sorry, we didn't like the story, but we love the location.
Best thing actually out of that entire story is short shorts.
Yes, we'll get to that in a bit. And then the Sixth Doctor's first story, Twin Dilemma, didn't make it.
Which I think people will understand.
Yeah, I think so. Which leaves the 4 that we've got. Caves of Androzani, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that one. Resurrection of the Daleks, a good story as well. It's got that, yeah. And then The Awakening, the 2-parter. You liked it because it was a 2-parter. It's got sort of like the demons, but less so in the village and all of that. And then which leaves the Silurians back to where we started, the Warriors of the Deep, which had a good story.
For me, it was a really good story. I enjoyed the Silurians coming back. I know it's not like perfect, but I felt like it had just a bit more going on. Whereas like, yeah, Perry's one didn't interest me. I genuinely can't, like, other than them being underground, there's not a lot I remember of the other story.
Have you seen, just speaking about the Sea Devils, there's all this stuff. Apparently that's the next Doctor Who spin-off about Sea Devils.
But it's not confirmed, is it?
No, I don't know if the stuff I saw on Twitter was real or not, but there's been rumours of it for a little while. That'll be interesting if it's a Sea Devil spin-off.
If I see a Sea Devil in Cardiff, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I mean,
it'll be filmed here, won't it?
Yeah, coming out the bay.
What's that out there out my window? It's just a Sea Devil. Cash.
Okay, the winner.
The winner of Best Story is The Awakening!
Hey! I think a surprise, because I think Caves of Androzani always has it in the bag whenever it's...
I just feel like the Civil War one, it was just really compact. Yes, I know that's a pro for me. But it was just a really fun story, and it kind of broke up. It felt so different in the season.
It's nice, and also we haven't had the Doctor on Earth very much.
No, and like
that's what's quite nice.
It had some really good characters in it. Remember Jane? Remember the boy whose name's
Will?
Will. We remember the boy. Well, you know what I mean. You know, you've got all those characters. It was just fun, and it's been quite a heavy. It was quite a heavy season. We've talked about it quite a lot. There's been a lot of like really bad casualties, and this just felt different and light. And I don't know, it kind of reminded me of like a 70s episode.
Yeah, you're right about it. It gets much darker later on with the other ones as it goes on, and
whereas
people with machine gun down.
It felt like I could have had the third Doctor doing that story.
Oh yeah,
it just felt.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was nice. Nice little 2-parter.
Okay, next category. Oh, supporting character. That's why we mixed it up. It's not on my list until now. That's why we're...
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what we haven't done that yet, have we?
I don't think so, no.
No, we haven't. Best supporting character. I'm just looking at my notes because we always have a lot of these, and I'm just working out that we've got the right ones.
Do you want me to tell you? Shall I say?
Oh,
I can't say what they're from, though.
Okay, why don't you say who they are, and I'll say the story they're from.
Okay, fine. And the nominees for Best Supporting Character are Jane from
The Awakening.
Detaining people against their will is illegal, Sir George, the Doctor and his friends included.
Will from
The Awakening.
See, I say them, Alice.
Norna from
Frontios.
Why did Captain Revere dedicate the whole of his life to analysing the rocks of Frontios?
And Hugo Lang from
The Twin Dilemma.
Doctor, they've got Perry.
Why have we never done that before, ever?
I don't know. That's fun. That's new.
Okay, so we had quite a few down. Actually, they are the best ones. Apart from umdenard about Professor Laird, our favourite.
Yeah, I just felt like, to be a supporting character, you Denard, and like, I was like, but what did she bring to the story? We always say these are the characters that move the story along. I feel the 4 that we have there were part of it. They were really like involved, part of the story. You meet them, they take the character and the story along.
Yes, I know. Professor Laird didn't really do that much. Although, if he'd had the tea, he would have slept for hours, and the story would have completely changed. But nobody wanted her tea, so she's not there. But Jane and Will, absolutely in The Awakening, that 2-parter. Jane
were brilliant. Like, there was so much fun and great characters. It was actually nice to see. Will, I think, was kind of like oh gosh, his name. Al. Oh, what's his name that got killed?
Adric,
thank you. It's been a long day. Adric. Like, he had I think that's why the doctor sort of like looked after him and liked him. He was almost like this, like as young as Adric was. And yeah, I loved Will. Jane, they could not have done it without Jane.
Well, no, she knew, she'd pieced it all together by the time they had arrived.
Yeah, she was on it. Norna, you loved Norna.
Well, she did a lot in that story.
She did.
And she hung out with Tegan and Turlo. They went to get the battery and all of that stuff. And
she's like really getting involved, really stuck in.
Yeah.
And then Hugo Lang.
Hugo, who you thought could be a companion.
I was convinced he was going to be a companion.
I mean, he was there with the Doctor and Perry. They'd make a great group, wouldn't they?
He improved, like, do you know, he's trying to kill them to begin with, passes out a lot. He puts on a sparkly jacket. Like, he was very involved in that story, and we had a lot to say about Hugo Lang. And that's not always the case for some of the supporting characters.
No, not at all. I mean, there was no one in the Silurians one, really. Planet of Fire, apart from Tello's brother, there wasn't really anybody. We couldn't really say. So, yeah, good four. But who has won?
Well, and the winner of Best Supporting Character is Hugo Lang. No!
No! Oh my God!
My
we've
God,
done it
it's
again.
a
It's
La La
not.
Land moment.
No!
I just read the last
Hugo.
name on my list.
Hugo, I'm so sorry. Sit down. He's worn his sparkly dressing gown specially.
Sparkly jacket
I'm
on.
so sorry.
I
I'm
just literally
so
looked at the last
sorry.
name. Sorry. I'll try that again. The winner is Jane.
Yay! Jane, come up here.
Oh my God, that
Oh, I'm
was
so sorry, Jane. Oh my God, that really woke me up, that did.
It's not like we edit it or anything.
No, well, I've got to keep it in. We are broadcasting. Jane, yes. She was a really strong character and stood out of everybody. She really helped out. She was the companion in that story. Absolutely well deserved. Good one, Jane. Right.
We do Best Dressed.
Best Dressed Clothes Watch Award. Okay. Everyone, let's head over to the catwalk. So here we are at Timonov's catwalk, and the nominees for the Clothes Watch Award are Turlo in his shorts from Planet of Fire.
Who wears short shorts?
Turl Ho. He's so hot, his planet's on fire. And then we have Perry in her top and tartan skirt from the Twin Dilemma.
She's tarting it up.
That's a good one.
See, I know we wrote down.
She's hot. Perry. No.
Let's move on.
She's Lancer Hottie.
That's awful. Oh, God.
And Hugo Lang in his sparkly dressing gown from the Twin Dilemma.
Sparkle and shine, bitch.
Hugh Ho! Someone's cooking chicken tonight. Right, there are three.
Yeah.
So, very striking outfits all.
Oh, like, yeah. I'm pretty happy with those three.
Yeah.
But who won?
Who did?
And our winner for Clothes Watch Icon. What is it?
The Clothes Watch Award.
Oh, thank you. And the winner for the Clothes Watch Award is Turlo and his shorts.
Hey!
You wear shorts. Turlo wears shorts.
I mean, it had to be.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
been in that school uniform for like 2.5 seasons.
Iconic.
Yeah. Like, he had to, why didn't he just do that in the first place? We could have had all these different shorts every episode.
We could have had knee-length shorts. We had shorts this time, but we could have had knee-length. We could have had some nice little, like, ankle grazer trousers. We could have had loads of options.
He looks so different when he's not in that black
I
suit.
know. I bet he was happy too. I bet then they were like, we're going to Lanzarote, and he was like, please put me in some different clothes.
Yeah, I mean, one, it was Lanzarote, and two, he had to show off his arm branding thing, so the script required it. But like, even it was hot in that village in The Awakening. He was running around in that suit. He could have had a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway,
And
but luckily, short shorts gave us this iconic moment. So
yeah, there we go, winner. Right, only a few more categories left. We've got 4 left, as far as I can tell on my notes. Let's go to Icon of the season. Very difficult this time. So, Icon Award is someone or something that has had a positive or negative overall impact on the whole season. And it was so tough to think of something because there's not really there's not really one person.
No.
Really, or one thing, or a recurring thing like we've had before, or a big major change that has impacted the whole season. We've had a lot of different changes, but nothing that really stood out.
the closest thing was the regeneration, but I don't feel that this is a season like to make that the thing. But I might feel different in the future. That's the thing. I might feel like when I look back on this, I'll be like, but I feel like there's been so many of the other Doctors episodes. I don't know.
So I'll just announce what the icon is. And I don't know how I'm going to do a picture for this when we get around to it. But the winner of the icon of season 21 is everybody leaving. Good luck getting that on our wiki as a picture as well.
It just needs to be an exit door, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, shout out to Lucas. Yeah. If that's okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, so it was the fact that we lost Tegan Turlo and the Fifth Doctor in this season. It was the fact that the cast changed from that first story to the last story.
It's a completely different. Yeah.
And we lost Chameleon as well. So
you even forgot Chameleon. You even forgot Chameleon. You had to throw that in as a last thing. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's a complete change. That is the fact that we have here in this season. I don't think we've had so many go in a season before. There's usually somebody that carries on. Or
yeah, there's normally like a companion or something that carries on. It was a complete shift.
But Tegan had been there a long time. Actually, Turlo had done a year and a bit. Yeah, he'd done nearly 2 seasons. It didn't feel like it. But so that is Icon of season 21. There we go. Right, we've got 3 left. So best cliffhanger. And
we've got
the
3
nominees,
for that.
We have only 3, and the nominees are The Doctor Falling into the Water, Warriors of the Deep Part 1.
We can't just leave him! Face it, Tegan! He's drowned!
The Master Chameleon Mergy Reveal, Planet of Fire Part 1.
Contact has been made.
and the Doctor and Perry being machine gunned. The Caves of Androzani, Part 1.
Firing position. Take A. Fire!
Some good Part 1 cliffhangers.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few. I mean, because The Awakening was 2, and that was just Jane screaming,
Yeah.
Doctor! Which was awful. Resurrection of the Daleks was only 2 as well, and that.
Although the only good thing about that, but it's not the actual cliffhanger, was the wall moment. Doesn't you see through the wall?
Oh, yes, the wall. Well, yeah, the sort of crack opens, and you see an eye or something, and then it's lots of smoke. It's just too much smoke, and the Doctor just stands there. It's too staged. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's a great moment because you're like, what is it? But the actual cliffhanger itself isn't that.
No, because he's just told. He's not even peering in or looking. He's standing and then holding up his hands to. I don't know. He's probably just trying not to breathe in smoke. But it's so staged that it doesn't feel. It feels like, right, stop everyone. We're going to do a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that one.
It feels
Anyway.
like they're waiting for the EastEnders. I've done too little or too many there, but
yeah. The underwater one, Warriors of the Deep, didn't really have that. Nothing amazing in that one. Nothing. But the ones that we do have. Oh no, sorry. That was the water one, isn't it? Where he falls in the water. It was just. I like it because it's a great stunt. You've got a water tank in the studio, or
and also you do wonder what's happened. Like it is a really great moment. It's really dramatic. Again, it's something we would have had maybe from Third Doctor.
But you don't know what's happened. But also, one, he just falls unconscious straight away, falling in the water, and two, you are told what's happened because Turlo says, "Face it, Tegan, he's drowned." Literally in seconds.
Yeah.
And you're like, give it a minute, Turlo. Just give it a minute. The Master Chameleon one, because you like the Master, and you're not necessarily expecting it to be the Master because you know that something's going on with Chameleon.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it to be the Master at all there. Yeah, that was a surprise to me. And I love the surprise. And it was a happy surprise. It's, the Master!
And then Caves of Androzani had quite a few good cliffhangers, but this first one, where they're machine gunned, it's because they actually fire this time.
Yeah, you actually think they're dead. Or you're thinking, how have they got out of this? It is I literally started the next episode because I was like, how are they going to write that out?
And I remember that one sticks out when I first watched that as well. I remember watching that with Tom after school, and he was like, oh my God, like, they've been machine gunned down. What's going on? Right.
And the winner of Best Cliffhanger is Doctor and Perry getting shot.
Hey, of course.
It's such a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, so effective. So well directed. And it shows, even with the budget, even with all of that, if you direct things well and put effort in, I don't think a lot of these directors put a lot of effort in, to be honest. But this one did. Graham Harper, best director ever.
No,
that's how you. No. Well,
Doscar.
He directed the cliffhanger, so he can have. He's here. He can have an award.
Could have a nod.
So yeah. Right. So we've got worst moment next. We're going quite quickly today. We haven't stopped to talk to anyone or have a drink or talk about the food.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Okay.
I've got to make this ceremony run to time.
Okay, fine. Worst moment. Oh, I might need some help saying what they are because my writing is not good.
Do you want me to read out my one-liners?
Go on, you explain the worst moments.
Okay. They are literally one line, some of these, so you might need to help.
Maybe you say them and then I'll explain them afterwards if I...
Okay. The first line of the Sixth Doctor.
Oh, yes, so that was when he first regenerates and he looks into the camera and says, "Changed, my dear, but it seems not a moment too soon."
Yeah, terrible. Slug.
So that is Mestor, the big grey shit or whatever you called it. We haven't had any feedback if we should make a cake or not, but I think we should just go for it. Can we just do it anyway?
Cake?
No, but it's a bug cake. It's a big slug gastropod cake. Okay, I'm putting a vote on Twitter, and if we get enough votes, we're doing it. Or if there's another option, if there's something else you want to make between that and that, we'll see what people want.
Okay. You have to put.
Oh my god!
This cake? Yes, no, or give me another option. There have to be 3 options then.
Okay, we'll see what people say. Fine, I'll do that. Yeah. Sorry.
Tegan's bed.
So this was in Resurrection of the Daleks. It's Tegan's last story, but she is not used at all. She hits her head, and then she is in bed for nearly all of her last story.
Like all of it, she's just in bed.
With Professor Laird.
Not with.
Not with
We're not with
Professor
Professor Laird.
Like helping, like Professor Laird's helping her say.
Professor Laird, but not in bed with Professor Laird. We get it, Mark. That's been clarified. Mark's rocking. This is what happens. This is why we have to keep to time, because if we spend too long, we get crazy.
Okay. So it was just that she wasn't utilised. She just spent all that time.
Oh no. Hours get spent trying to read out nominees.
Was that it? Just the 3?
No, we've got one more.
Oh.
No budget.
Oh, no budget in The Twin Dilemma.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Sixth Doctor's first story. Just thought it's his first story. It's obviously end of the season, running low on money. The sets didn't look great. The mess store didn't look very good. Like, they could have saved a bit from somewhere else, and maybe not gone to Lanzarote and put it on the Twin Dilemma just to give a bit more.
Considering how little they thought of Turlo, to give his last story be let's go to Lanzarote. I know it's bringing Perry in, but still.
Yeah. I just maybe even if it looked a bit better in the Twin Dilemma,
just use it like a swimming pool, you know.
Yeah, they could have just done that.
Or Brighton.
Yeah. Right. The winner. I think I know the winner.
I've got it.
Yep.
And the winner of Worst Moment is that first line. Boo.
Boo, yeah. It sets the tone for the rest of the next story.
I fucking hated
Maybe that's
it.
what it is.
It really grinded me the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not so bad. It's a bit over the. It's a bit.
It really
dramatic.
I didn't go into it being like, ooh. I went into being like, oh, like it really ground me the wrong way.
Yeah, it doesn't set it up well. It sets a bad example to go on. Yeah. Okay. Well, that just leaves our Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award.
We'll say them. I'm going to cast my vote now, and then we can.
We have a clear winner already.
Okay. Well, I like trying to guess.
Okay. What? This is our.
Out?
Just before. Okay, I'll read them out. The nominations are.
And what were you going to say is your worst moment? Go on.
Oh no, I'll say it after this a second.
Okay.
The nominations are Professor Laird, Resurrection of the Daleks, for trying to help Tegan. She gets shot. Turlo, Planet of Fire, for helping save Perry from drowning. The Fifth Doctor in the Caves of Androzani.
So I'm just. We talked about Professor Laird this whole time.
Yeah, we have.
They're just trying to help. Is like the worst moment. Sorry.
The Fifth Doctor from the Caves of Androzani, getting the bat's milk to save Perry, obviously, and it doesn't end well for him. Asmail in the Twin Dilemma, sacrificing himself to stop Mestor. And this is our huge mistake. I've just realised we should have had another one there. So maybe this is an honorary mention, because it would have definitely been there, I'm sure. Chameleon sacrificed himself in Planet of Fire to stop the Master, didn't he? He said, destroy me.
I would not have had that there.
Okay, fine, okay. Let's move on.
He was in the bloody thing.
Yeah, but he did a big sacrifice at the end. He said, destroy me.
True. But, I mean, he kind of had no choice. He was just getting taken over all the time.
I mean, probably should be there instead of Professor Laird. Just say no one's voted for her.
We really tried to give Professor Laird something here, and it's heroic. But I would have said Fifth Doctor sacrifice.
Yeah.
What would you have said?
Yeah. Well, I would like to have said Professor Laird.
Oh, you can still say it. That could be a one vote.
I don't know, because she needs some purpose in that, and she was trying to help. She wouldn't have got shot, because she said, get away, Tegan, quick, and then they machine gunned her down. So I'd say Professor Laird. But no, the Fifth Doctor is very worthy as well. And actually, they all are. And actually, there was a really good point, which I've not noticed before, about Turlough saving Perry drowning. Lucas said it sort of rounds off his character arc, because he selfish, and then he actually ends up
he's
doing something. Yeah, so that is quite nice. I never thought of that before. Right, let's announce the winner, adding up all of the votes. Are we all ready? Have we all got our bat's milk shots? Yeah, great. And the winner of the Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award for season 21 is the Fifth Doctor, sacrificing himself.
It's a great moment. It's a big moment. I mean, like, you know that's something the Doctor would do, but it is a big, like,
And it comes into that he doesn't really know her that well as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he would do it anyway, whoever, but I just think it's... Especially because they're not... Yeah, they haven't had that much screen time together. It's totally out of their control in the whole story, everything. And it's just, she just happened to fall down that hole and get it, and then he put his hand on it, and then it just happened. So yeah, it's a very worthy regeneration story. It's worthy of that Doctor as well. It just fits with that Doctor, I think, and that is a Fifth Doctor added to the Heroes leaderboard.
Yeah.
With Charlie the Barman, obviously.
And we never forget Charlie the Barman.
I mean, I don't know if Charlie the Barman would have sacrificed himself for Perry. Probably.
Charlie the Barman sacrificed himself for everyone. What are you on about? That is why he won. He made the sacrifice for everyone.
I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we should review that. But
no, I refuse to Charlie the Barman.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody.
It's the only one we always remember.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know who's the most worthy one. I'm just saying. But thank you, everybody, for joining us to look back on season 21. And now we've got a new Doctor, and we're looking forward to season 22 very soon. Thanks so much for Timanoff and Malcolm and everybody for letting us use this wonderful villa here on Sarn. Yeah, take a chocolate thing when you go out. And we will see you all very soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
The beginning of... Oh, and I've just got to tell you what the title of the story is next.
Oh, yeah, go on.
As well, for the next one, it is called Attack of the Cybermen.
Oh, I'm guessing the Cybermen will be in it.
Very... Yes.
Yes.
But it's 2 episodes. Excited to see what that new format brings, if that's easier to watch or not.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the new Doctor is like.
Yeah.
So lots to look forward to. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram in the meantime at 2WatchWho. Thanks everyone for getting in touch and your comments, and thanks to our coffee members as well. And have a look on our Twitter. I'll put up the vote for the cake when this episode goes out, so we'll see what people say about that. But let us know what you want us to bake. I just really want to bake something. I think Tegan and Turlough, but maybe not. Maybe Chameleon would be cool.
A bit for Chameleon more than I would.
Yeah, okay.
A poo, so.
Okay, Mist or Chameleon, maybe. We'll think about it. But, yeah, we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
2 Watch Who.